the group. So he came up with the name of like Charlie, you know, N-word for life, like N-I, I can't say it on radio, but N-word for life. That was what he wanted. And we say, no, that's Charlie, that's a bit too much, man. You know, it's going to be a bit hard to get people to mention this on radio and things like that. It's not like FOKN boys. So you're going to have to like try and like, you know, so it's okay then, Notorious for Life.
Okay.
So that's how the name Notorious for Life. Now, KK Dua, may his soul rest in peace, Case Frequency, one of the big, I mean, he Akate, was Keteke, Sydney, Nananum. We were from that camp. So when KK Dua discovered us, and he's like, oh, Charlie, your name, we have to change it to, you know, like Notorious. Why are you Notorious? You know, Ghana. And by then, it's not like now. Now people are pulling guns everywhere and things. So here, nowadays, you can be Notorious and nobody will question you. We even have some small toy gun in our video some time back. The Asi Can Be So song that you play. We have some small toy gun in that. The way they cussed us out. But anyway, so he's like, Charlie, you have to change your name. So we changed it to Native Funk Lords, which we felt was more family friendly. And everybody was, oh, Native Funk Lords. That's not, you're representing the you know, the country, the continent, Africa. So we went with that.
So the formation, when who initiated it?
We were already, you see, me, Tidikwe, Jake I, you know my man Jake. So big up Jake, big up Tini. We were friends already. So we were friends, like we grew up together. You know, we were boys in Kukumimle, Kwame Nkrumah Circle. We were just K&D down. We were just, you know, friends. So we used to party all the time and hang out after school. We'll sit down and we start rapping because we like music, we like rap, and that's how. So it was like that. Then one other member, Sil Peswa, joined later on. We found Sil some like at the spot, and he's like, oh, yeah, I know you guys. Let's rap. Let's get on the set. So now we have 4. So I think it was organic. Nobody actually put us together. We put ourselves together.
Like
that kind of thing there. Yes.
So the studio session, one money time or one.
That one, I have to give it up to May Soul Rest again. K, man. K was like, you know, and Apietus, you know, Apietus too was working for was working for Case Frequency at the time. He was the engineer. So Apia Dankwa, he was he produced a lot of the stuff that we made. He was the chief engineer at Case Frequency. So and we, I mean, we can say that like Apietus was he produced the first hip hop song, and it was our song, you know, the Ghanaian hip hop song. Like it was.
That was 95, 96?
Yeah, just about. Like 96.
So that was after Reggie.
Yeah, Reggie. Well, Reggie wasn't really around. Reggie was somewhere in London doing his thing, or in America. So when Reggie came, we had already done a video. I mean, it's funny because the day Reggie came, I met him at a club, and well, Reggie, he introduced himself, PLZ at the time, and things. He took my shawarma and he ate the whole thing. I was like, this guy, where from? I was like, yeah. He was doing that kind of like, yo, Das Effects with the bag with the dreads. Charlie, yo, shawarma, give me the shawarma. So chop. The guy, I thought he was going to take a bite of the shawarma. Instead, he put the whole thing in his mouth. How do you put a long shawarma all the way? And he pushed it in. I was like, oh, this guy's serious. Anyway, so then the next day, we were shooting a video at Labadi Beach.
Okay.
And then he showed up again. So it's like, when he saw us, he's like, hey, and he was in our video.
It's like Brad Penny,
that kind of thing there.
Senior man.
Yeah, that kind of thing there. And he was in our video. So he hadn't even released Maka at the time. You know, so this was before Maka.
Yeah.
So like he was literally in our video, and by then we were doing shows, Charlie. We were doing Labadi Beach, all those talent hunts and pop chains and things like that. Globe Cinema, Orion Cinema, Apollo Theater.
Yeah, before I start this commentary, I would like to give a very big props to Hammer Nti. Yeah, Hammer Nti is a radio presenter, TV host, an industry person. He has been in the game for a very long time, and he has this show on Pure FM called Hammer Time. No. Not this type of, no, this Hammer Time. Not this Hammer Time. Yeah, I mean, Hammer Time is a show on Pure FM where he, and by the way, Pure FM is in Kumasi, the Ashanti region. And this is a show where he interviews, veterans, and by veterans I mean people who have served the Ghanaian entertainment industry for more than 10 years. Not 10 years or more. Yeah, I think a decade or more. And yeah, so I would like to use this opportunity to say thanks to him.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
And yeah, this commentary will be based on his content. So when I'm done, I'll put the original video in the description so you watch the full interview. Yeah, so today I'm come to talk about a gentleman. I think he's half Ghanaian, half Italian, and he is the son of a very, very, very great athlete who served Ghana, and he's an Olympic medalist. His dad was a boxer and a very popular man, and his name was, because he's dead, Eddy Blay. And today I'm come to talk about Eddy Blay Jnr. And the reason I'm going to talk about him is that a lot of people don't really talk about him, because I think at the point of his career he decided to go low profile. But you know, growing up and being influenced by his music, yeah, and I mean his music, because a lot of people know him as a TV personality and a radio personality, but they didn't know that he started as a rapper. Yeah, so I personally, like their content. So I was influenced by it, and I want to use this opportunity to, make a video and make a commentary about this interview he made with Hammer Nti. And one thing is, in the interview, he mentioned a lot about, how he started and all that in the group. And this is the group called NFL, Native Funk Lords. Yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, pidgin rap, like rapping in pidgin, like what one of the couple of that, and sometimes, some rappers who do pidgin rap nowadays I think, personally should give props to this group, NFL, because, they started the pidgin rap, as far as I know. I don't know if maybe there was another group, but growing up, that's the group I knew that were good with pidgin rap, and Eddy Blay was part of the group. And I think that a lot of people might not know who he is. But yeah, at that time, I think, according to him, in the interview, he said he was 17. They started the group when he was 17, and they met Reggie Rockstone, and he said a lot of stuff. And I think that we don't really talk about NFL, and some rappers like Silaver and some rappers. One of these old rappers who started the hip life thing. And I think that it's a bad thing, honestly, especially with hip-hop fans and rap fans and hip life fans. I think it needs to be, we need to, highlight on these things to know where we came from. And as Eddy Blay said in the interview, that we need to give props to the people while they are alive. So yeah, Eddy Blay, if you don't know him, he's a TV personality, a veteran TV personality, to be precise, radio personality, event MCs. He talks, and if you don't know him, you should know peer pressure. Woof, 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 woof. Yeah, so, I just made this commentary to, to a highlight on this personality. This is ADB, and I'm out.
And we say bye-bye!